Hi everyone, I'm Glenn Flaherty from Boardgames and Bourbon. I'm a socialgamer.com and from the Sweet Spot segment on Dice Tower podcast. And right now I'm going to give you a little review on Moonquake Escape. Moonquake Escape is a very lighthearted, fun game. I also made a video on how to play it very fast. I might tag it to the end of this or make it separate, but essentially in the game you are traversing terrain. You're going up a board that has moving circles, and you're trying to get to a rocket ship to escape. You get there not by going faster yourself, by hampering your opponents. You hamper them by shooting them. And you shoot them because you get a currency called cards in the game by rolling something called the moon. And then when you shoot them, what you're really doing is flipping over cards. And should you expose a card that says the alien's name on it, they are paralyzed, cannot move, and therefore you can get the edge and move forward. The game is best with 3 to 5 players. The 2-player version will teach you how to play the game, but it's not very interesting. 6 takes way too long, and at both sides, it really can drag in the last phase of the game when you're trying to escape, okay? Okay, now I should also say the board has 2 sides to it. It has a bland side and an interesting side. Just do the interesting side of the board. Don't even worry about the bland. There are also 2 rule sets that you could also combine. Easy rules and advanced rules. The easy rules I actually find more complicated, and the advanced rules make more sense. So just follow the advanced rules. There's also an option to combine the 2. Please don't do that. That will make for a lot of rulebook checking and drive you insane. So the pros of the game, the theme's pervasive, from the card art to the terms to the board. Everything was thought of. Everything is thematic. 10 out of 10. The artwork and illustration, phenomenal. You know, it conveys the lightheartedness of the game very well. Here's the rocket ship. You can tell from the box itself, they've really spared no expense. They went all out. Got really good stuff there. 10 out of 10. Component quality, 7.5 out of 10. It's as good as it's going to get without using miniatures. The board is very detailed. The reason I say it's not perfect is because my board has movable parts, as they all do, but the movable parts on mine can grab. And when it was grabbing, it was shifting the board a bit, and then eventually actually broke the underlying structure of the board, so I had to glue everything together. I suggest that you do that as soon as you buy the game. Once you do that, it's pretty much 100% fixed, okay? Not a big deal. Rule set, 7 out of 10. The rules are relatively detailed for a game like this, which I would compare to Liftoff, Munchkin, stuff like that. It's light for a hobby gamer. It is going to be complex for a mainstream gamer. I think mom or dad are going to have to do a run through the game themselves, or someone's going to have to explain it to younger people to get them involved. But I can totally see this game being a family night game. Okay, with that being said, a family night game, a nice, wholesome, fun time for the family or just friends while you're having drinks and giggling or something like that. The length of the game, 7 out of 10. The game moves along. It's very easy to do, but at the very end, you start picking on the leader because you don't want him to get to the rocket ship. So you just keep shooting him. And so basically, you're dragging everyone down. So the very end of the game can stretch on a little bit there due to that. But, it's a light game, so it's not too much of a drag. The rule book, 6 out of 10. It needs a better layout. The clarifications, for example, show you here. Okay, you have this clarification here of what different sectors of the board do when you're moving around. That's on one page. Let's see, you have to flip to a different page to read what the special powers are. You could have just put it on one page. There's also some of the rules are in yellow in the front of the book. Some of the rules are in purple in the end of the book if you want the advanced. So you might be referring back and forth between those, but I mean it's not that big of a deal. Some wording could be, but rule books are hard to make, but that gets 6 out of 10. The board options. Board options, 7 out of 10. You know, for the most part, you're going to know where you're going and what you're doing. As you move up the board, you're moving left or right on a board. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a second. You're going to move left or right on a board. So you're basically just picking the option where, you know, at least in the strategies we all had, I'm either going to shoot you, or if I'm about to win, I want to stop you from shooting me. And that's really what it comes down to. You can have 2 people in the same segment of the board, so that's not going to, you know, influence you. It might be cool to say, like, if I'm on this part of the board, you cannot go there. That might be a nice idea. The cons. The con would be the board getting loose with time. It is going to wear down, so do glue it, like I said. Board itself gets 6 out of 10. Initially, when I played the game, I thought of Liftoff, Munchkin, and King of Tokyo. King of Tokyo to me is like one of the is essentially a perfect game for what it's trying to be. I've never had an unfun time playing it. Everyone likes that game. It's better than Liftoff because in Liftoff, which is also a game about leaving the moon, the symbols on it can be really confusing. And basically everyone just races to the spot that's easiest to get off. You're trying to find different exit ports. You're just racing to an exit port that's the easiest to get off. No one wants to go to the hard one. Sometimes you can pull a card, and that can make you actually have to switch out parts of the board. That can be a pain in the rear. So it's better than Liftoff. Far more colorful than Munchkin. Munchkin always irritated me because it doesn't come with a board or the dice or the counters. You have to buy the deluxe. But this looks way better. King of Tokyo, you know, is aspiring to be that, but King of Tokyo is like a perfect game. The complexity. You pretty much know you just got to zap, 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 you know. So now, with that being said, you really got to see it for what it is. It's a cute, fun game where you don't have to think too hard, okay? And that has its place. Now, for me, and my adult friends, I can see me breaking it out. And I've been playing a lot. You know, I've been playing a lot, and I play. I don't play Euros, but I play, you know, more complicated games than some. One of my favorite games is Greenland, if you've ever seen that one, for example. That's the kind of thing I enjoy. So, okay, so in this game, am I going to break it out? It's a beautiful game. I'm probably going to break it out with my friends to show them the game. I'll break it out for people who are new to games. If we're trying to have a light time, I'll break it out if younger people come over. I don't think I'm going to base a night around it, like a game night, but it's not that kind of game. You're buying it for exactly what it is. And I think what it does well. Okay, so overall, if you average out all my scores, it really gets a 7.5 out of 10, which is a really great score. And you have to judge the game, not against other games. You have to judge it against, does it do what it is trying to do well? And it does do what it is trying to do well. It's trying to be Munchkin, Liftoff. It's trying to have that vibe, that feel, that jovial, even though I already used that word, feel to it. Okay, trying to have that spirit, that energy, something where you can get up and get going, and it gives you choices, but nothing that you're going to, be really, deep in thought trying to decide what to do. Okay, so with that being said, thumbs up for that one. All right, guys, and I'll attach the video to show you how to play it on next. Thanks. Bye.